All right, welcome, brothers. Okay, so the first book that we're going to go through is called The Greatest Secret. So we're going to go over this, explore the book over the next 4 weeks, and it's called The Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Now, this book was pivotal in my life. I'd spent 15 years in self-development and self-help, and then I read this book and another book, which we'll do at a later date, that really changed my whole perception on self-help, and even the fact of trying to fix yourself actually just creates more problems to try and fix, and you'll forever be trying to fix yourself. So I'm really excited to kind of delve into this, and week 1 of the 4 weeks is all going to be about the illusion of the mind and suffering. Okay, because it really is the main thing that we need to focus on. And Rhonda actually says the mind, she sees the mind as a liar, and just don't believe it. And it's so true if you really think about it, because it's not our circumstances that actually create suffering. It's our thoughts about the circumstances in our lives that create suffering. And those thoughts come from our mind. Like, how many times have we thought that, we're not good enough where we're at, that we need to do something to then finally feel peace or happiness, that if we could just achieve this goal, then we'll finally be happy. Like, that was me for so many years, and I'm sure you've already all experienced a similar thing, because that's what the mind does. It always it makes you think that happiness is in the future, that you're not good where you're at, and that you need to do something to be happier. Even if you have all the money in the world, the mind will still tell those people, it will still give them problems, because all the mind does is analyze, judge, compare, criticize, think about the past, think about the future. It can't actually be happy in the present moment. So anything that the mind says, it's just trying to take you out of where you currently are, and not happy. And I think thousands of years ago, it would have probably been a bit different, because they wouldn't have had all this influx of information coming their way. Whereas they still would, the mind still would have given them problems, but it would have been, I suppose normal problems, like where we're going to get our food, where we're going to get our next dinner. Whereas now we're getting bombarded with social media of like all these people that are like the top 1% in what they do. And so we're all just feeling like we're just not good enough, and that we need to achieve, we need to do all these things. And not that achievement is bad, like go after fully what you want, but thinking that that's going to bring us happiness is where the trap lies. We really want to start seeing the mind for what it is, because then we can stop being controlled by it. It's just like yapping away all the time, and when we can actually start witnessing and seeing the mind for what it is, we can then start having the power back, the strength, and we can start being happy in this moment right now where we are. So something Rhonda says as well is, a quote is, if you suffer, you've believed something about yourself that isn't true. So, and it's so true, has following our thoughts ever given us lasting peace? Like, listening to that voice that says you're not good enough, has that ever worked out? Has that ever, because that, even if that spurred you on to then, achieve lots in whatever field you want to achieve it in and become an expert in it, that thought would still be there even if you're at the very top. So I think it's, for me personally, my belief is about go up, be the greatest in whatever you love doing, be the greatest in whatever you want to do, but don't do it from that feeling of being motivated by because you don't feel good enough. Be motivated by the fact that you just freaking love it, and why not try and be the best at it? All right, that's the wrap up of week 1. So have a think, start witnessing your thoughts, have a think. I feel like that's really ironic, but just start witnessing your thoughts and just be aware of the mind, what it says, and just start noticing the things that it tells you throughout the week. And it can really start unraveling a lot of stuff for you.